All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to Wildcard Sports, and this is going to be my Week 10 picks. Looking at this week, it looks like we're going to have a lot easier picks here, but you just never know in the NFL. Any given Sunday, like they say. So last week we did okay. We're still in the 53,000 ranked, like last time, 95.4%. I'm 87 and 49 on my picks, so it's pretty good. But I'm still ranked in the 50,000. So we got to get into the 40s hopefully by this week. But that's if we pick some upsets. So let's just get right into it. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. We do this every week. So getting right into it. Panthers, Bears, Thursday Night Football. Going to be a pretty boring Thursday Night Football matchup. But I got to go Bears on this one. Panthers are just so bad. Bears at home, a primetime game. So let's just go Bears here. They are favored by 3.5. Moving on to the Colts and the Patriots. This one is going to be played in Germany. So an early game for the United States. A boring Germany game, I must say, especially after last week we had the Chiefs and the Dolphins. That wasn't boring. That was a great game. But, this one's being played in Germany. I really don't know who to pick here. It could go either way. It's a toss-up. Colts are barely favored by -1.5 points. I do like the Colts in this spot. It's not a home game for either team, but let's just go Colts here. I'd probably bet the spread there, -1.5. Moving on to the Texans Bengals. You got to love CJ Stroud. He's putting on a show for the Texans. He has a lot of promise. He's looking great for their future. But he's a rookie at the end of the day. I don't see him beating the Bengals at all, especially on the road. I got to pick the Bengals here. They are favored by, I feel like they should be favored by a lot, but yeah, they're favored by 7 points. So got to go Bengals on this one. Don't see an upset. But, maybe CJ Stroud keeps it a close game, at least in the first half. Vikings, Saints. You got to ride the Dobbs train here. I love what he did. All the fans loved what he did. He didn't even throw to his receivers all week. He didn't even know their names, he was saying, or their full names. So let's ride the Dobbs train here. Let's go Vikings to beat the Saints. Vikings at home again. The fans love Dobbs, so let's see if he could do it again and get the W here against a pretty good team, the Saints. This one, the Steelers-Packers. This one's interesting because the Steelers are only favored by 3 points, which I do not get because I do think they'll easily beat the Packers, and especially by more than 3 points. So it could be a trap in this game, but I got to go Steelers to win for sure. And I do think Steelers will win by more than 3 points, so I would bet the spread for the Steelers. So I'm taking Steelers on that one. Titans, Buccaneers. Two teams where I can't get a read on them. They have a good game here and terrible games there. More terrible games than good. But in this case, I'm just going to go with the home team here. Buccaneers had a bad loss last week. Looking at the spread, it is pretty much a coin flip game. Buccaneers are only favored by 1 point. I got to go Bucs just because they are at home. I think they'll beat the Titans there. Moving on. This, in my opinion, is the game of the week. I'm a big San Francisco 49er fan, as you guys know. But this is going to be a tough one. 49ers versus the Jaguars. And both teams are coming off a bye week. You don't really see that often. So Niners had a bye week last week. Jaguars had a bye week. So plenty of rest, plenty of time to game plan for this game. The Niners picked up Chase Young before the trade deadline. So big pickup for the Niners. Will that help our defense? Will that answer some questions the Niners had on defense? I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think that's going to fix everything. Niners have a lot of issues. We're on a 3-game losing streak. Will it continue? Hopefully not. This is going to be a super tough game, though, for the Niners. I don't think it's going to be easy at all. The crazy thing is, Niners are favored in this game, which I'm surprised. Even after a 3-game skid, we're favored by only 3 points on the road. But this has to be a turning point for the Niners. We got to get this win. Sure, if we lose, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. Yes, it would be a 4-game skid, which is terrible. We would be 5-4, I believe, on the season. That can't be good. So, obviously, I'm never going to go against my Niners. I do think this is a very winnable game for us, but Jaguars are going to put up a hell of a fight, and we cannot discount them at all. Jaguars at home. They are going to treat this game like a playoff game, but the Niners should treat this game like a playoff game too. It's not going to be easy at all, but I cannot wait to watch this one. This is probably the best game of the weekend. There's a lot of games this weekend are not very enticing, but I gotta go with my Niners, and hopefully we turn things around, man. This is not looking good on the 3-game skid, and we gotta get back in the win column. All right, moving on. Cleveland Browns versus the Ravens. This one is a good game because it is a division game. Browns have amazing defense, but Ravens have an amazing defense and offense, and they're just playing great. Ravens look like a Super Bowl team, in my opinion, and man, they look unstoppable sometimes. So, Ravens at home, division game. I don't see the Ravens losing this one, so I got to go Ravens, but I feel like the Browns will make it a close game. Ravens are favored by almost 7 points. It's at 6.5, but if I were to bet on the game, I'd probably bet the Browns spread at plus 6.5. But, I got to go Ravens on this one to win the game. Moving on to the Falcons versus the Cardinals. This is going to be a pretty boring game. Falcons should win this game, but man, Falcons, when you think they're going to win, they just disappoint. Cardinals are not, they're underdogs by plus 1.5. I'm going to take the upset here and go Cardinals. I know nothing's really going for the Cardinals right now, but not a lot's going for the Falcons. Sure, they have a better record than the Cardinals, but I got to go Cardinals to get that upset win here and beat the Falcons. Because Cardinals beat the Cowboys. And yes, Dobbs was on that team. Now he's not on the team. But, I feel like Cardinals could get this upset win and beat the Falcons. This could be a good game here, too. Lions-Chargers. On paper, it looks great. Lions playing great this season. Chargers disappointing, but, maybe they're turning things around as of late. Lions are favored to win this game. Before I even looked who was favored, I was leaning Lions already. Because I just can't trust the Chargers. We can't trust them. We got to see them go into the playoffs and go deep into the playoffs. And when they should be winning games, they're losing. Lions are, I feel like, a team with more heart behind them, a better coaching staff for sure than the Chargers. So I got to go Lions here to get that road win. But maybe the Chargers turn things around after those last few games. I don't know, but we'll see. This is going to be a tough test for the Chargers, but I got to go Lions on this one. Moving on, Cowboys lost to the Eagles last week. A very great game to watch. It felt like watching a playoff game. That was a division game. We got another division game for the Cowboys and the Giants, but it's the Giants, man. They are so bad this year. It's like everything's going wrong. Daniel Jones out for the season now, so there's no way Cowboys are losing this. Got to go Cowboys here. Commanders, Seahawks. Seahawks got destroyed by the Ravens last week. I thought they would put up a better fight, but Seahawks going back home. I think they're going to get the W here. I'm a Niner fan, so I hope the Seahawks lose, but I really don't think they're going to lose to the Commanders. Maybe Commanders put up a fight, but got to go Seahawks on this one. Jets, Raiders. I told you guys last week Raiders would get that W because when they lose a coach and a GM, that usually lights the players up. Players get fired up because it's change, and they want to see change, and they want to rally behind the new interim coach. So I think Raiders are going to keep that momentum going, and I think if they get this W here, they're going to be 5-5 on the season. So I think they will beat the Jets at home in Vegas. Moving on, last game here, Monday Night Football, Bills and Broncos. Bills lost again, but I do not see them losing to the Broncos. Sure, the Broncos beat the Chiefs that other week, but it was kind of a fluke game. Chiefs weren't prepared at all. Bills are going to be prepared. Monday Night Football. Do not see them losing this one at all. I believe, Bills are favored by 8 points. I don't think Broncos are going to win this at all or even come close, and got to go Bills here. You got to pick the total. They have it at 46. Let's just go a little higher. Let's go like 50 total points here. But those are my picks. Bills, Raiders, Seahawks, Cowboys, Lions, Cardinals, Ravens, 49ers, Buccaneers, Steelers, Vikings, Bengals, Colts, and the Bears. Those are my picks. Hopefully I do well this week and get into the 40,000 ranked. We'll see. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me on these picks. Let me know your game of the week. I want to hear it in the comments. Yeah, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and you guys enjoy this week 10 in football, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.